Yeah, good day. Let me start by saying I'm highly delighted and greatly honored to be part of this year's Youth Prayer Network Career Advancement the Youth Prayer Career Advancement 2023. It's a great pleasure, and I just want to appreciate everyone that has put this together as a way of doing this. Let me start by appreciating Moses Abiono, the president of Youth Prayer Network, for extending the invitation to me. And by extension, I also want to appreciate Kemisola Kinleye, the vice president program of Youth Prayer Network, Olashade Shofoluwe, the secretary of YPN, the Youth Prayer Network. I want to also appreciate the Youth Prayer community, the Youth Prayer Network community that I call the YPN community, and all the distinguished participants at this year YPN Career Advancement Program. Well, I've been invited to speak to you on career advancement, building up interpersonal relationship. I know you must have listened to my profile that was earlier read to you. And I could only say that my name still remains Ademola Adedeji. I work at Redeemers University in Nigeria. And this is a university that has been rated at a time as the best private university in Nigeria. And same year, that's year 2021, it was rated the second overall best university in Nigeria. And you may not know how that matters or how important that was to us that year. You know, when you are saying second overall best university in Nigeria, you are saying a university that just came into existence in the year 2005, putting behind those giants and great universities that have been ahead of us. Let me put that there. I work in that university and I'm currently the admissions officer. I'm a senior assistant registrar in the admissions office. Let me take us back to why I'm here and where we all gather here this moment. We are talking about career advancements, building up interpersonal relationship. As a way of introduction, building interpersonal relationship is an essential aspect of career advancement. It is a process of developing and maintaining positive relationships with colleagues, clients, and other stakeholders in the workplace. And it interests you to note that positive interpersonal relationships can lead to better communication, increased job satisfaction, and improved productivity. So it's clear that what we are talking about this moment, which is career advancement, the role of interpersonal relationship, will result into many other things. But let's take it one step at a time. Let's look at the objective. What's the essence of this presentation? In the course of this presentation, you are going to understand the types of interpersonal relationships that exist in a workplace. You also understand how to build up interpersonal relationships in the workplace. And we'll conclude by looking at the benefits of building up interpersonal relationship in the workplace. Going through, we have certain keywords, but just because I have a limited time, I won't be able to pick them one after the other. I'll have loved to look at what's the meaning of career, what's the meaning of advancement, what do you understand by interpersonal, what do you understand by relationships, what can you say of building up, but I look at some of those words that are already married together, and I will define the keywords in that terms. So according to Indeed.com, career advancement is the process by which professionals across industry use their skill sets and determination to achieve new career goals and more challenging job opportunities. Also, interpersonal relationship according to Arapa Education, which is an online training firm that train people on professionalism, on career, on skill, on education. So Arapa Education define interpersonal relationship as the way to connect with one another, the way through which people connect with one another, communicate, understand each other. It is a social connection or affiliation between two or more people, such as family members, friends, colleagues, and acquaintances. Then let's go to building up, because we are looking at career development, building up interpersonal relationship. According to Cambridge Dictionary, to build up means to increase or become larger or stronger, or to cause someone or something to do this. So in other words, when you are building up, you are trying to get better at what you are and to be a better person in the nearest future or the nearest minute. So putting this together, talking about career advancement, building up interpersonal relationship, you can summarize this to mean that you are building up relationship with other people for you to make progress or to move from one stage of your career goal to another. In other words, you are saying, I was at this level yesterday, I want to move to an higher level today, or even much higher tomorrow. And I want to leverage my relationship with my colleagues, with stakeholders, with clients, with acquaintances, even if possible, family members and friends to achieve this. So going to what I call the objectives, I want to start by looking at types of interpersonal relationship. So when you look at an organization, when you come into a system, when you find yourself in a workplace, what are the type of interpersonal relationship you should anticipate? Or what are the type of interpersonal relationship you should make efforts to develop? The first relationship that you could find in an organization is what I call mentor. Mentor. Either you got into an organization as a newly recruit, or you just start a new job. There are always be some people that have gone ahead of you in that system. Even as a student that find yourself in an institution, an higher institution, for example, you definitely have other people that have gone ahead of you. Even if you happen to be the first set, you have teachers, you have lecturers that have passed through the stage which you are just starting. So the same thing goes for that organization where you may find yourself. You always find some people. Now, among these people, there'll be one or two that will volunteer, either solicited or unsolicited, to mentor you. So when you find yourself there, watch out. Some will give you the gesture. They will give you the gesture of, I am available to guide you if you are willing to be guided. So as you step into that organization, you need to pay attention to such people. And as they reach out to you and helping hand, you should be willing to receive them. A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself, according to Oprah Winfrey. It's an individual that allows you to see yourself inside yourself. To see the hope inside yourself, I meant to say. A mentor can help you to broaden your functional expertise, can help you to grow your emotional intelligences. It can help you to learn your company's unwritten rules. So as we get into that organization, somebody will come to you probably the next day, probably the next week, probably 2 weeks after you got in there, probably even at the moment you are just settling down. You just extend that hand of friendship to you, and you will notice from the gesture of that individual that is willing to guide you through the process. So not only do you identify them, you should be willing to accept them into your life, because your relationship with them will give you the speed that you need even as a starter in that organization. So watch out. The second type of interpersonal relationship you should watch out for when you get into that environment, to get to that workplace, or you could even extend this to a ministry or into your school environment as a student. First, we talk about mentor. The second is sponsor. The sponsor. You know, while mentors give you the advice and perspective, sponsors will advocate on your behalf. And in some cases, they may directly present you with that career advancement opportunity you are seeking. I put a picture there that I saw online. Look at the first part, mentorship. The mentor will say, have you tried applying to speak at conferences and meetups already? In other words, the mentor is calling your attention to it. The mentor is telling you directly that I've observed you, I've studied you, you have what it takes, and is trying to call your attention to it. Go for it. But on the other hand, the sponsor will take even without your consent, the sponsor will have gone ahead of you to recommend you. Look at that statement for the sponsor. He said, I recommended you for this speaking gig. Can you do it? In other words, he had advocated for you. He has presented the opportunity and is asking you, take it up. I met a young doctor yesterday who was trying to share the good news of his having a new job in another organization. And what did he say? He said he never applied for that job, but rather somebody recommended him. That individual that did it to him was his own sponsor. So watch out for sponsor as you find yourself in that organization or that system. Another type of interpersonal relationship you should watch out for is the partner. A partner is an ally or a peer who can serve as a sounding board to broaden your perspective. This relationship is fueled by trust, a shared drive to succeed, and the recognition that you can do better together. So the difference is that a partner is someone that sees himself to be at your level. It's somebody that has studied you and he realizes that you shared the same drive to succeed or for success. It's somebody that has recognized that when you come together, the two of you can do better. In other words, a partner is somebody that is willing to collaborate with you. They give you an assignment or they give him an assignment, that individual is ready to work with you on that project. So such people will help your career to grow. So watch out for a partner when you get into that, and build good relationship that is based on trust. You don't betray a partner and you expect him to continue coming back to you. Don't ever betray the trust of somebody that is reaching out to you as a partner. Then the other person or group of people you probably meet in any place you find yourself, be it an organization, be it a ministry, in any system, even in the regular education environment, academic environment where you feel you should just be a student, you should watch out for is competitor. Competitor. You know, competition between peers is inevitable. Either in a family, it interests you that there's something that is called, is it siblings rivalry? Rivalry where the siblings among themselves, one is trying to feel that is better than the other. So same happen in an organization. Competition between peers is inevitable, and when used correctly, it leads to improved performance, breakthrough ideas, and even greater drive to get things done. You find yourself probably being given some assignment by your boss. Somebody want to feel that, oh, let me quickly submit ahead of you. Don't see such as an enemy. They are challenging you to increase on your speed of turning out an assignment. Probably in analyzing the job of the two of you, someone appears to be doing better than you. Such individual are only telling you that if I can do it, then you should be able to do it as well. So it makes you to dig deep into yourself, to bring out the inner strength, to develop your even potential that are lying idle, such that you'll be able to attain to the feat of doing better than that competitor. So the essence of, I don't need to tell you, I know you must, when you look through, reflect on your present, or you reflect on your past, you can remember one or two individuals that you feel the way they live their lives is as if they are competitors with you. But know this, it's still for your good. So don't discard them. Some of them may present themselves as critics of your work, but don't look at them as your enemies. What they will do to you in the long run, if you'll be able to make the correct use of their thought and their ideas, is to improve your performance. So that's all about the ties of interpersonal relationship. I think there's a last one, and the last one is the mentee. Now let's take it back. You've got into that organization, you have got into that system, you have met with a mentor that has guided you, you are doing better in the process. Probably among your mentors, one of them have seen your commitment to the thoughts, to the ideas, to their instruction, to their guidance, and that individual is willing to go ahead to recommend you, to speak for you, even in board meetings where you are not there, to speak for you, even at the promotion and appraisal meetings where you are not there. So you have seen such individual, and among that team, we call them sponsor. Then you have met with partners that are ready to collaborate with you on assignments. Even they have projects, they have research work to do. Without your knowledge, they brought you on board. They partner with you because they have seen that you can, you share the same goal with them when it comes to success, when it comes to career advancement. You have also discovered those that are competitors among your colleagues that are challenging you, that always want to outdo or outperform you in terms of assignment. But having discovered all that, your lives have been made better than what you are at the beginning. So for you to also give back to the system, give back to the society, give back to wherever you find yourself, you need also to watch out for mentee. A mentee is somebody that is looking up to you. It could be somebody that you met on the job, but for whatever reason, your progress, your promotion comes faster, or your performance is adjusted to be better. And that fellow doesn't look at where I'm older than him. The fellow does not look at the fact that he has been there in the organization before you. He's still willing to learn from you. So watch out for such people and build a relationship with them as well. Becoming a mentor will teach you how to bring out the best in others. It will make you to be able to recognize their strength, to be able to accept feedback and to also give feedback. It will make you to become a coach. And in turn, it will push you to do better and to strive for more. Because you won't want to disappoint somebody that is looking up to you. Somebody that comes to you at one time or the other with questions, with problems for you to solve. Such individuals will make you to constantly be developing yourself. They will make you to be constantly reading up. They will make you to be constantly watching out for conferences, watching out for seminars, watching out for webinars that you can learn better so that you can continue to provide solutions to their problems. So we have said the types of interpersonal relationships you watch out for are 1, the mentor, 2, the sponsor, 3, the partner, the competitor, the 4th one, and the mentee. So I'd like us to now go to the next stage of our objectives, which is what to do and how to build up interpersonal relationships. For you to be able to build an interpersonal relationship, and which in one way or the other, I must have said in the course of mentioning the type of interpersonal relationship, you must make yourself approachable. You must make yourself approachable. If you are not approachable, a mentor will not reach out to you. If you are not approachable, a sponsor will not reach out to you. A partner will not reach out to you. Perhaps, maybe the only person that could reach out to you will be a competitor. If you are not approachable, a mentee will not reach out to you. So make yourself available to others and be open to new ideas. If you are willing to support people on their job, you are not doing them any special favor. It is for your good. I learned this years back as an undergraduate, even when I went for my postgraduate studies. Anytime my colleagues come to me to ask us to discuss and to study together, and they ask me questions and I'm trying to explain to them, I discover that it makes me to understand the topic better. Not only that, it also makes it easy for me to discover some loopholes, areas where I feel I understood and I really didn't understand. So in the course of trying to help somebody, I discovered the answer to some questions that I don't have answer to. So make yourself as approachable if you want to experience career advancement. Then you should also learn to communicate effectively. We cannot overemphasize that. You need to be an active listener. When people are reaching out to you and they come with their ideas, don't shut them down. It doesn't matter whatever they are saying may not look smart or sound smart to you, still pay attention and listen actively. Learn to ask questions, especially when a superior officer comes to you, say, do this and do this for me. You may not know that that fellow is a mentor, will end up being your mentor. You may not know that that first fellow has come to test you to be able to be sure that he will be able to promote you or be your sponsor. So learn to ask questions, learn also to provide feedback. There are instances when people, having done some write-up, we give to you, let me check this, let me check this. Don't just sing their praise. Appreciate the good work they have done, but at the same time, where you feel they could do better, where you need to help them make corrections, go ahead and do it. It will attract more goodwill for you. It will make them to have trust in your sense of judgment. And in the process, you'll be able to attract good relationships with them. So, communicate effectively, then be respectful. Treat others with respect and kindness. Look at that little image beside here. It said we can trust others the way we want. We can treat others the way we want to be treated. How do you want to be treated? How do you want to be treated? Treat others the same way. Do you want people to just run down and totally write off whatever things you thought you have done? Please learn to treat others with respect. Do unto others what you want them to do to you. That's where I'll just leave it at that. Respect is reciprocal. What you do to others will come back to you. Be respectful if you want others to respect you. We're talking about building up interpersonal relationship. If you are not respectful, people will not be willing to reach out. They won't approach you. If they look at you as somebody that snubs them, if they see you as somebody that beefs them, if they see you as somebody that look down on them, that speak ill of them, either before them or behind them, even when they have something good that could promote your career, they won't be willing to bring it to your table. So respect others. Another thing you should do is, the other time we were talking about partner as part of partner, another word for partnership is collaboration. So to build up interpersonal relationship, don't wait till when people come to you to partner with you. If you have the opportunity to call one or two people to your team to partner with them, do it as well. Work with others to achieve common goals. You always see one or two people around you that you can relate with. So be willing to collaborate with others. Don't be somebody that you just like people singing your praise alone. Be a team player. Being a team player, develop the team spirit in you. There's no one that will approach you if they know that you just like singing your praise alone. You just like be the only champion of the occasion. You are not ready, you are not willing to work with others. I'm sorry, it will be difficult for you to move too far. Even when you feel you have gone far, just a little error that a collaborator will have pointed your attention to may lead to your downfall. So watch out, collaborate. Then the last thing on my table for how to build up interpersonal relationship is be empathetic. Empathy is key. I know you must have had or you must have come across, I think that's Daniel Goleman's book on emotional intelligences. Empathy is part of those intelligences. And empathy simply means try to understand others' perspectives and feelings. I will put it this way, empathy is as good as putting yourself in the shoes of others. So don't feel that, well, this fellow did not greet me today, so it's not someone I could work with. Have you taken time to find out why he didn't greet you? You could be going through some emotional trauma. So try to make excuses for people. And this will make it easy and very easy for you to build up interpersonal relationship with others. One thing I've discovered is this: the fact that somebody does not give you what you want from them today does not mean that if you approach them tomorrow, they won't give it to you. They may not be in the right mood to attend to you today. Somebody you assume could be your mentor may not be in the right mood to listen to you today. But yet you feel there's something about that individual you want to tap into. So don't just close the door. Try to think through what could be the reason why this fellow did not want to attend to me. Could it be as a result of the way I presented the matter before him? So try to understand others' perspectives and feelings. Empathy will make it easy for you to build up interpersonal relationship. Then let's run through the benefit of interpersonal relationship because of my time. First, better communication. As you interact with people, you realize that your communication with others will keep on improving. A mentor is already teaching you how to make this presentation. A partner is already telling you, oh, this is your strength, this is my strength, let's collaborate. You see a mentee that you are trying to guide. So there's no way your communication will not be better. So interpersonal relationship will enhance your communication skill. Positive interpersonal relationships should lead to better communication between colleagues, which should help to reduce misunderstandings and conflicts. I need to move fast. Increase job satisfaction. If you can build up your interpersonal relationship, you will definitely discover that that workplace is becoming so comfortable for you. You are enjoying your job. You're satisfied. When you have positive relationship with your colleagues, you are more likely to enjoy your work and feel more satisfied with your job. Some people talk about toxic workplace, toxic work environment. I need to ask you, have you checked yourself first? Could the hand, the finger not be, will it not end up being, pointing at you? If they want to trace and find out why that workplace is toxic, could it not be because you as an individual, you are not communicating better, you are not communicating well with your colleagues? Could it not be because you are not empathetic? Could it not be because you are just the one that is looking out for fault and errors in others? Your building interpersonal relationship will also improve your productivity. And I think this is very logical. It's something that you can relate with. If you are able to identify a mentor in your organization, your learning rate in that system will be faster than that of just ordinary individual that does not have a mentor. If you have a partner, if you have a sponsor, this will enhance your job productivity. So positive entrepreneurship can lead to increased productivity and better teamwork. Then career advancement is another benefit of interpersonal relationship. Building up positive relationship with colleagues can help you to advance in your career by providing opportunities for networking, mentoring, and collaboration. And For your information, this is even our goal in this presentation. Our goal, ab initio, is that you want to build up interpersonal relationship to enhance your career growth. So, and definitely by following through, identifying the type of partners, knowing how to build up the relationship, you will be able to achieve your ultimate goal of advancing in your career. Then, finally, the benefit of interpersonal relationship is better mental health. When you have good relationships with people, not only in the workplace, in your neighborhood, in your worship center, among your colleagues that you attended the same university together, in your community where you find yourself, it has a way of making you to have good mental health. Check out many people that you found out to be depressed, that you found out to having suicidal thoughts. There's something wrong somewhere down the line. And some of these things could be traced to the fact that probably they were rejected, which is an interpersonal relationship problem on its own. So positive interpersonal relationship can help to reduce stress and improve mental health. In conclusion, as we navigate our professional journeys, I'd like us to remember that our success is intricately linked to the quality of our interpersonal relationships by being approachable, by communicating effectively, by being respectful, by collaborating with others, and by practicing empathy. We can build a strong foundation for our careers to thrive. And let me end on this note. I just read a story in, I think that's in Daniel Goleman's book, Working with Emotional Intelligence. And he narrated the story of what happened at IBM. That was in year 1993, when, in year 1991, Leo Grossman was appointed as the head of the organization and was just having these ideas in his mind on how to link, how to build the system. And the idea of internet came to his thought to reach out to a man that at that time you can just, he was known to be the senior strategist of IBM, but wasn't yet at the top of that organization. But because John Patrick, who was the man in question at that time, made himself approachable, he was able to, and Gassner was able to communicate with him effectively. They came up with this idea of building up a team whereby they ended up developing the first website for IBM. And for them to be well rewarded, at the 1996 Atlanta Olympic, IBM was approached by the organizer of the IOC, International Olympic Commission or Committee. Was approached by IOC to develop the website to host the Atlanta Olympic 1996. And according to records, that website received nothing less than 11 million hits in an hour. So you could see that when you build up good relationship with your colleagues, be it senior or junior or mate in the organization, it will end up rewarding you in the long run. By the end of that year, 1996, John Patrick, that was in 1993, 1991, was just a senior strategist. He has risen to the position of being the vice president of IBM and was also known as the chief technology officer. So, as I said, let's remember that for us to advance, not just in career, to have peaceful home, to have peaceful relationship in the neighborhood, build good relationship interpersonally. Ensure you communicate, ensure you are respectful, ensure you are willing to collaborate, and practice empathy. So I want to say thank you for your attention, for listening to me thus far. I'm grateful for your patience, and I'm grateful to the organizer of this program. Thank you.